Hey everybody, welcome back to Supercard. Road to Glory is currently going on, and the login bonus opened up while this was starting. So yeah, after 26 days, you get a Survivor Finn Balor. That's going to be the only card I collect, just to make a pro out of it, add it to the catalog, that's it. So, as it's flashing, my King of the Ring is finished. So, I've only done 2 King of the Rings so far. This was actually the 3rd. And, excuse me. Since WrestleMania tier came out. I bumped in the semis in the first one, and I lost in the quarterfinals in the second one. Hopefully I had a bit more luck in this one, so we're going to open it up, and we will see. I got to the finals, and, you know, I didn't really care about winning the finals. Just get a Survivor card. I don't really care about getting that. I just want the WrestleMania card, of course. So, yeah, I had a pretty easy way through. I ended up being first, so I got to play bots. I was lucky that they didn't energize, because if they did, there was no way I was actually going to win. So, we are going to collect a WrestleMania card, and it was my dad's birthday yesterday, and, you know, he's gone all these birthdays without having a heart attack because of me, so maybe a gift from the game to me, from my dad, would be give me either a Rock, a Heath Slater, or even a Roman Reigns. I'll take that, because, of course, Roman Reigns is the Road to Glory card. I would like a Rock, though, but really I'm going to be happy with anything I get. But I would like something that makes a pro. We got a Neville. Oh, boy. I'm actually not happy with that. Jeez. Well, that just took the wind out of my sails. Is that the saying? I don't know. But, hey, it's a WrestleMania card. It's the beginning of the tier. I can't, you know... Neville isn't really that good anyway, so maybe he'll even be offered as a reward at some point, but he's injured right now, so I don't think he's going to be a reward, like, anytime soon. So, let's just start a new one. It's currently, what, 8:10 in the evening? I don't mind starting King of the Ring at this time. What day is it right now? It is Thursday, so this will end Saturday. Alright, so we're only going to be doing, like, a game or two for this, just because Road to Glory takes a while. I haven't bought any bouts or anything. I bought 75 titles, so that's why I've only got 75 credits left. But, so, you know, I'm partway through the Rock. This Undertaker will actually make a pro. Maybe it'll make it into my Road to Glory deck. It will right now. Of course, it all depends on, you know, other factors. And then this is the card I want, of course, is that Andre the Giant. But let's go play a couple games, maybe 2. I'm going to talk about some stuff. I want to talk about Raw. So, you know, as tradition, the Raw after WrestleMania is usually... It's become its own thing now. That, you know, it's always the hardcore fans that have stuck around after WrestleMania. Like, the first year of what I think of being the night after WrestleMania started was that one Brock Lesnar came back on. I think that was after 28? Yeah, after WrestleMania 28. That was kind of the big one. That's when... I think that's the same one that Dolph Ziggler cashed in? I think? I can't remember. It's a few years ago. Whichever one that was that Dolph Ziggler cashed in on, that is what I think was the first big night after WrestleMania Raw. You know, the crowd was going nuts, but now it's expected every single year that the crowd is going to chant weird things, or, you know, chant "We are awesome," and the good thing is we're going to get new debuts as well. Like, we had Neville last year. This year we have Apollo Crews, Enzo and Cass, which that was cool to see Enzo and Cass out there. I like their entrance a lot. It's a lot like what the New Age Outlaws were. I could tell you right now, I could recite exactly what the New Age Outlaws would say in their entrance routine. I'm not going to do it, but when I was growing up and watching wrestling, I loved the New Age Outlaws whenever they would come out, because you could do their opening with them, and that's smart that Enzo and Cass are able to do that as well. Mainly Enzo. Cass just, you know, he is the Billy Gunn of that intro. Billy Gunn's only thing to say was, you know, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. And Cass is I can only think of 1 word to describe you, and I'm gonna spell it. Like, that's it. It's Road Dogg would do all the talking to build them up, and Billy Gunn would come in to say, you know, let's get ready to suck it or whatever, or we got 2 words for you. Enzo can talk. He's actually quite good. I guess, you know, they're with the Dudley Boys, so the Dudley Boys can, you know, lose to them to make them look good that, hey, they just beat the Dudley Boys. But I always found it strange that for as popular as Enzo and Cass were, they were never the NXT Tag Team Champions. But I don't think they needed it. They were and are popular enough that they don't need those titles. You could say the same thing about American Alpha, but I'm not talking about them, so it doesn't matter. I did find it strange at the beginning of the Raw that Vince let Shane McMahon control Raw for that night. It's like, what was the whole point in that storyline then? That, you know, if you beat The Undertaker, you will get control of Monday Night Raw, but I don't want you to have it, so you have to go against The Undertaker. And then for Shane to come out the next night, and then Vince goes anyway, well, you know what, screw it. Have control of Monday Night Raw for the night. And man, this is slow. There we go. Well, I guess that's what I get for using Camtasia again. I had been using OBS, but I don't know, I wanted to use Camtasia today for some reason, and now I remember why I don't use it, because it's like really laggy. So we got an energy out of that. I need to refill my energies actually before that King of the Ring happens. So I expected like to see a lot of Shane on Monday Night Raw. Like we would just see him more. You know, he was there for the intro, and I'm trying to think of when else we saw him. We saw him talking to Apollo Crews, and he spoke to Roman Reigns about making that Fatal 4-Way match. And I had to laugh when Roman Reigns came out. I'll give it to the announce team. They did try to cover it as best as they could, because, you know, they just destroyed Reigns with boos on the Monday. So you got specifically JBL going, oh, this is one of those weird crowds, Maggle. You know, they boo the guys that should be cheered, and they cheer the guys that they should boo. This is Bizarro World. They're just having fun. I like how they're just so adamant with trying to make people like Roman Reigns now. It's like they got people booing them, but they don't want to make it look bad for, you know, a fan watching it. They just say, oh, you know, this crowd's just crazy. They don't know what they like. And so that's you know, it's funny watching them try to cover it. I think they should just go all out and just, you know, make him a bad guy. But like put it in the way, just be like, you know, like I did all this for you, but you reject me, blah blah blah, whatever. Because I was waiting for something to happen at WrestleMania where he's put as the bad guy, and it just never came, and it's never going to by the looks of it. But I don't know, like when he was a bad guy in the Shield, when he, you know, his only thing to say was believe that was good, because, you know, you weren't putting him out there for 10-15 minute talking segments. You were just putting him out there with 2 guys who could wrestle, who could talk, and just let him say his one line, let him kick ass, and that's all we wanted from him. Like, look at the difference between the Royal Rumble that Batista won to when Roman Reigns won the next year. Roman Reigns was in the final 2 with Batista, and they were going nuts for Roman Reigns. They loved Roman Reigns. We all did. Well, maybe all of us did. I did. I liked him. and then you just go forward 1 year, and they're just booing the hell out of him. Not even The Rock could save him. Because, you know, like Bray Wyatt says as he shows up on the screen, anyone but you, Roman. And, yeah, that happened. So we had a great Fatal 4-Way at the end of Raw with AJ Styles, Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, and a returning Cesaro. It's a shame he couldn't be on, you know, the actual WrestleMania event, that he came back the very next night, but, you know, that's okay. But it was good to see Cesaro. You knew he had no chance of actually winning that fatal 4-way, but that was the right crowd to bring him back into. Like, that's a crowd who, you know, they're all internet fans. They love people like Cesaro, Seth Rollins, everyone loves Daniel Bryan, even, you know, Jericho. You know, they're all Jericho-holics as well. So AJ Styles ended up winning, which I honestly didn't see coming. When he went for the forearm and Jericho hit the code breaker again, I thought that was it, but in a way I also didn't, because, you know, they just did this finish last night. Are they really going to do it again? And I was shocked to see Jericho not kick out of the Styles Clash, because AJ had just kicked out of the code breaker. I thought, you know, because Jericho seems to be impervious to the Styles Clash. He kicks out of it every time. He finally won with the Styles Clash. I still think they should have not done the Styles Clash at all until WrestleMania and have AJ win with the Styles Clash. That would have been better, in my opinion. But hey, I like Jericho, so it didn't really matter to me, but that's what I think it was. So we don't know when this AJ and Roman Reigns match is going to happen. I'd like to say it happens on the pay-per-view at Payback, I think it is. But they never said going into the match when they get the title shot. So it could just be next week on, or not even next week, in the next couple days on Raw. And that's it. Like, it was when John Morrison won that #1 contenders match for the WWE title when Miz was champion. I thought he was going to challenge at the Royal Rumble, thinking, you know, oh man, like, they're giving John Morrison a WWE title match on pay-per-view. No, they did it the next week on Raw, in like one of the first matches, I think. It was the first Raw of the year. They wanted to start off with something big, so, you know, there's that. But anyways, that's 2 games. We're at 12 minutes right now. That's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Please take care.